Hello, and welcome back to the Mindfully Rich podcast, your weekly look at life and finances with a twist, where we talk about improving your overall relationship with money and building better financial habits. On each episode, I'll discuss real life situations and give y'all practical advice. The point of this podcast is to help you stay in your financial lane so you won't end up broke. I'm the creator and host, Richie. Now, let's jump into today's conversation. Y'all, I am all smiles today. Welcome back, okay? And to the listening audience, of course, this is regular for y'all, but y'all, I am finally recording these episodes. I will be streaming them live coming up soon once I start building the audience up. I'm on StreamYard now, so I'm super excited. And so I want to tell everybody, first and foremost, thank you so much for listening to the Mindfully Rich podcast. All of the listens, all of the shares, all of the support, all of that. Just want to tell you thank you. To those who are new, welcome, especially here on YouTube. Y'all, that is where I'm going to be housing these episodes on YouTube. So make sure you do this right now. Search Gina Richie Richardson. Find me on YouTube and subscribe, because that's where these episodes will be uploaded to. So thank you to everyone. And yes, I am new to this world, so I may be looking everywhere right now because I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing. Okay, so y'all just hang on in there. All right, and so today is episode 103. Yes, your girl done been in the game a while. All right, and I call my episodes Conversation, so y'all are in for a treat. I got a new series for y'all because I love doing series now. And so just give y'all some detail. After Biden's announcement about the student loan forgiveness and cancellation plan, child, I've been like, I gotta say something, all right? So I did a video on my Instagram page at Mindfully Rich, and the video went up. Y'all loved it. People shared it far and wide. I love that. And I said, y'all like receiving the facts, okay? And that's what your girl is gonna always bring you, the facts, all right? I wanna make sure that y'all are getting all of the right information, straight, no chaser, okay? Making sure that you are getting the right information, because I went directly to the White House page. And so I wanted to do a series where I'm also giving you some basics, and I'm helping y'all with understanding, managing, and most importantly, helping you understand how to pay off your student loan. So you're going to hear a lot throughout this series. So you're going to want to make sure that you are staying tuned. And so we're going to go ahead, since I already did it, we're going to go ahead and jump into the Let's Talk About Money segment. And so once again, for those of y'all that are new, I'm going to be your new best friend, child. You're going to love it here, okay? Your new best friend that likes to talk about money, all right? And keeps you accountable, all right? So for my episodes, I normally like to take a song title, hip hop, rap, trap, any of those. I like to take a song title and use that as the topic point. And so I'm going to give y'all the name of the series first. So me and my friend Arthur, we were talking. I was like, I want to do a series about student loans. What should I name it? And so we came up with the Somebody Come Get These Student Loans series, right? Now, I was thinking of one of my songs, Somebody Come Get Her, okay, by Ray Sherman. I was like, yes, this is gonna mix good, okay? But I also decided to name the episodes as well. Since today I'm going to be giving y'all some basics, I named this episode What You Know About Student Loans. So we can go over some basics before we start going into the hard-hitting how to pay your student loans back, repayment plans, default, if you could buy a house with student loans. Like, before we start getting into all the big stuff, I want to go over the basics first, okay? So y'all are going to want to make sure that you are listening, sharing, and especially since I'm on YouTube now, share these things, all right, baby? Share them, all right? So let's go ahead and start the episode off with some student loan facts. This episode is going to be about all of the basics surrounding student loans. I'm starting from the beginning. That's what I like to do. All right. So just to give y'all some facts about student loans, did y'all know that 48 million Americans, 48 million people in the U.S. have student loans, right? So for those of y'all out there that think that you the only one, you hate that you got these student loans, you're not the only one, child. Okay. It's 48 million of us. All right. I want you to feel seen right now. All right. And of that 48 million people who have student loans, the debt total is at 1.75 trillion as of 2022. August of 2022 to be exact. I got my fact sheet sitting right here. Okay, so just to let you know, we all get it. All right, and so for those of y'all that are new, I'm a certified financial educator. I've been in the financial industry coming up on 16 years. And so the thing that I can say, especially in my time of as an underwriter, and I'm looking at credit reports and I see that so many people have student loans, hundreds of thousands of dollars to be exact, in student loan debt. So I don't want you to feel alone. And that's the reason why I wanted to do this series, so we could talk about it, so you can feel comfortable hearing about it. And also we can figure out some plans of what it is that you're going to do with your student loans from understanding them more. That's the whole purpose and the goal of this particular series that I'm doing. Okay. And so now that I done gave y'all the facts, I wanted to let y'all know, did y'all know student loans started in 1965? I had no clue about that, because here's another fact. Millennials and Gen X are the two generations that have the most student loan debt. So millennial is what I am now. I'm 37. I'm a millennial. I don't know what the range of millennials are. You can look it up. And then the generation before us is Gen X. So we are the two generations with the most student loan debt. All right. Now, when they first came out with the student loan program, because I got some facts right here. I just wanted to make sure that I had this. They wanted to make sure that education was obtainable for everyone, right? So they did student loans for those people who could, just like right now, when you can't pay for student loans out of pocket because school is expensive, all right? If you go to a college or university, depending on if it's private, public, whatever, all school is expensive, all right? So I wanted to look back and see, when did these dang on things start? When did the devil start stirring up stuff, okay? With the student loans, and it was in 1965. So I thought that was pretty cool. That's just, I like little known facts and things like that, all right? And so with knowing how many people have student loans, so you feel seen there, understanding what the debt totals are, I wanted to go into, for those people who don't know where to find their student loan servicer. So a servicer is the person who houses your student loan, the person that you pay back for your actual student loan. So some people don't know where to find them at. So just in case, because everybody gonna hear this, all right? You find your loan servicer. You can go to, especially for your federal student loans. Your federal student loans can be found on your studentaid.gov website, all right? You go to studentaid.gov website, log in, create an account, whatever it is that you got to do. You can find all of your student loans and who it is that you pay back right there. Now, that's only for your federal student loans. Now, when it comes to private student loans, you can look at your credit report. If you're unaware of who you got a loan with, which you shouldn't be, but I understand it happens, you can go to your credit report, and that can be your Experian, your TransUnion, or your Equifax credit report, so you can see who your student loan servicer is, the person that you pay back. Now, that's going to be good information you're going to want to know. All right, now I'm going to have an episode where I talk about how student loans affect your credit. That's coming up next. All right. But just to let you know, this is where you find your student loans at. And since I'm talking about federal and private student loans, there is a big difference between the two. All right. So I'm going to start with federal student loans. For those of y'all that don't know, when you get a student loan, the federal one is going to be the one that you want to get. All right. The federal student loan is the one that has all of the benefits. So for those of us right now who have student loans that have been on pause since 2020, that is a benefit that we get for having a federal student loan. Right now, of course, we don't like these things. That's the one benefit that they gave us, is that they've been on pause since the pandemic began. Now, for for private student loans, those have not been on pause. You may have got like a pause for the first 3 months, but other than that, private student loans are just that. There's going to be an outside company. It's going to be whether it's a bank or a credit union, or I believe Sally Mae may have private student loans as well. These companies don't have the same benefits that your federal student loans have, because you obtain your federal student loans by going through FAFSA, because there's a certain amount that you can have. Now, that I don't have, the certain amount that you can get in federal student loans each year, but you go through FAFSA. When you put in your FAFSA application, that's also giving you the grants that the federal government is going to give. They also talk about any federal loans that they're able to give you as well. Private student loans, you have to apply for just like you're applying for, say, a car loan or a personal loan or a credit card. You go through a regular company for that. Okay, so All of your benefits, just to make sure that we clear, all of your benefits are going to come with your federal student loans, and other benefits outside of the pause that us who have the federal student loans, other benefits are like your income driven repayment plans, and also with the subsidized and unsubsidized loans. Since we're here, I'm just go ahead and jump into subsidized and unsubsidized, because that was a question that I used to have back in the day, and that's a question that I get when I do workshops talking about student loans, so that people can understand what the differences are. So your subsidized loans, those are going to be the loans that where the federal government, and that's going to be only on your federal student loans, another benefit. Your subsidized loans are going to have the interest rate paid on your loans while you're in school. So all while you're in school, you're not gaining any interest on your student loans. But your unsubsidized student loans, the interest is building up while you're in school. When you take these loans, as soon as you take the loan out, the interest rate is starting to build up. So even though you're not paying on these student loans, the interest rate is compounding interest, right? That's what's also happening on your private student loans. And so that's the reason why federal, stick with me, y'all. Federal is going to be the one that you go to if you have to get student loans, just because you can take advantage of having the subsidized loans if you qualify. Those subsidized loans where the government, they basically are paying your interest for you, and you're not compounding interest while you're in school. Now, depending on how long you're in school, that is a great benefit, all right? While I was in school, I had subsidized loans. I also had unsubsidized loans, okay? So just wanted to make sure that I am giving y'all some basics to understand what student loans are. I wanted this to be kind of like one of those free-filling type of episodes, because we about to get into some hard-hitting facts, all right? Coming up on the next episode, I'm going to talk about how your student loans... Wait, I said that wrong. I'm trying to figure out how I want to say it. That's how y'all know this is live. How student loans are looked at on your credit report and how it impacts your credit. That's going to be the next episode. So this one, for the most part, was just going to be some facts, just to let you know some stats and some differences right now, and then we gonna go ahead and jump into it. Okay, so just in case, want to make sure that everybody know I am a whole certified financial coach over here. All right, and so just in case if the gems that I drop on the podcast aren't enough for you, don't forget I have my breakthrough calls. And so for those people who ask, what is a breakthrough call? So for those of y'all that are having any type of money or credit or debt issue that's going on, if you need some help with that, I have an hour call that is designated for that, where we sit down, I listen to whatever it is that's going on, come up with a plan, so that way you can go on about your merry way, because you don't want any type of commitment. So I have the breakthrough call, and then I also have one-on-one coaching available as well. That coaching is for 3 months. It's a 3-month commitment. Y'all, it is amazing. Now, the most popular one is Increase My Credit Score, because I love credit. I love talking about credit, and lots of people, they come to me for credit type of issues that they're having. And so I don't call it credit repair, just because you're going to learn a lot. I want to make sure that you're actually learning something. And we do have a goal that we're trying to accomplish, which is increasing your credit score. So most of my clients, their credit score is going to be increased about 100 points within 3 months. So if that's something that you're looking for, y'all make sure y'all check it out on my website. Wait a minute. I got a button that I can push for that. Hold on. I'm trying to figure this out, okay? Because I'm on the StreamYard. Hold on. I got to figure this out. Okay, where's the button at for this one? Okay, hold on. I think it's that one. Is it that one? There we go. That's the button. Okay, so for those of y'all listening, y'all going to have to go to the YouTube so you can see what I'm talking about over here. Okay? Check it out over here. All right, and so don't forget about my services. Also, I'm offering advertisements and sponsorships, so you can email me, so that way I can give you the rate sheet so I can advertise your business here on my podcast. And I want you to email me. What is my new email address? I think it's the Mindfully Rich Podcast at Gmail. Yes, that's what it is. Woo, child. I didn't even know. Y'all, I'm sitting here trying to go through it, okay? All right, so we done talked about my services, advertising, sponsorships. I'm trying to figure out what else I didn't got. Since I'm on the video now, child, what's going on, okay? Y'all make sure y'all hit me in the comments. Oh, for those of y'all listening, y'all ain't got no comments. But for those of y'all watching, Y'all make sure y'all hit me up in the comments if y'all have any questions or anything about student loans. Once again, I have a series coming up that has lots and lots and lots of information. And so it looks like that's it. I'm starting to ramble at this point. That's it. Okay, so I want y'all to live life mindfully, intentionally, and on purpose. And until next time, when I hit y'all with another one.